everybody, John Bergsman here. Hey, we got ice fishing reports all week long here on Fisherman's Digest. We're standing here at DNR Sports Center, guys, and if you are looking to upgrade anything in your system, DNR is packed with items. They've got a full ice fishing display as far as you can see. Tons of Garmin Panoptix ice bundles. They've also got other brands. I know they got a bunch of the Lowrance. They got Markham's on the shelf next to me. All kinds of great stuff here for the ice fishing enthusiast. But most importantly today, we've got ice fishing reports. We're gonna start in the Upper Peninsula. We're gonna take you to Lake Gogebic. Then we're gonna move you over to Little Bay de Noc, where it is a hot walleye bite. Stay tuned for that. And then we're gonna end the day up in Marquette County again with Mike Coziera from Marquette Adventures. He is all over the fish there. Stay tuned for 3 great Upper Peninsula stops here on Fisherman's Digest Hot Bites. So, first stop of the day, Justin Sofa and you can also get a hold of Justin if you can't find him. You can call Tim Long at the Timbers Resort. He can get you connected with Justin. Justin runs flat out the best perch fishing guide service. Any kind of combos it with some walleye, but he's really a perch fishing guide up there on Lake Gogebic. He's got some pictures you're seeing running across the screen. First trip out, Justin's been whacking big ones already. He's got this lake dialed in, so he knows how those fish move throughout the system. That's really the important thing, and also how you catch them. What's the best presentation? So he's been using hook setting poles as part of his situation, and then he's also rod in hand or dead rodding right next to him. And what that means when I say dead rod is you're setting that bait just a little bit off the bottom, a lively minnow with a big split shot, maybe 6-8 inches above it, and letting that lively minnow work in circles around that heavy split shot just off the bottom. That's one of the best ways to dead rod there on Lake Gogebic. You know, and there's a lot of different things that Justin tells me that it's really a day-to-day thing as to whether the perch are really aggressive or whether they're not aggressive, and you don't find that out until you actually get out there that day. But if you're looking for an awesome adventure on Lake Gogebic, get a hold of Tim and Sarah at the Timbers Resort, get yourself a cabin rented, and then go ahead and get a hold of Justin Sofa before you ever go. Get on his calendar and have an awesome trip there on Lake Gogebic. Now, if you're gonna move to a little bit closer to the bridge, the hot bite, what I would say the hot bite of the UP right now is the Little Bay de Noc, and Big Bay de Noc too on the fringes, but Little Bay for sure. Tristan Meisker from Uper Gold Sport Fishing sent in an awesome report. Those are the pictures you're seeing coming across your screen. He says that the fishing is very good on Little Bay de Noc, and we noticed that this year while we were tracking the open water fishing, that guys, it seems like the fishing on Little Bay de Noc every year has been coming back more strongly than the year before. It looks like they've got really good year classes of 15, 17, 19, 21. All 4 of those year classes are really strong, and of course they always have that big fish bite that happens in the fall. So what's been happening the best? A combination of tip-ups and jigging spoons. So you're wanting to set tip-ups around you. If you've got a group of guys, is the best way to do it. Maybe you have a couple of hub shacks and set up where you got 2 guys in the hub shacks working jigging rods, whether it's Swedish pimples or whatever your favorite jigging spoon is, tipped with a minnow head. Pounding the bottom is very key there on Little Bay de Noc, so that really works good. And then have tip-ups around your hub shacks along break edges. Now you're gonna set those with shiners, and you're gonna set those, maybe 6 inches to a foot off the bottom. Again, keep them down with heavy split shots on the braid if you're using braid. And then you're gonna go to a fluorocarbon leader, probably an 8 or 10 pound fluorocarbon leader to a very small treble hook, maybe a number 10, 12, even a 14. And you're gonna just gently hook those shiners behind the dorsal so they swim free. That's the ticket for getting big walleyes to bite there on tip-ups. Don't be surprised if you catch a bunch of really big pike up there as well. They have been happening really, really well. So get a hold of Tristan, Uper Gold Sport Fishing. Get on his calendar. He can get you out and show you a great time there on Little Bay de Noc.
DNR Sports Center has been serving Michigan sportsmen and women for over 40 years. Our boat sales lineup features fishing boats by Tracker, Ranger, and Triton. We have a huge selection of ice and open water fishing tackle, archery, guns and ammunition, and clothing. Bay and offshore boats by Nautic Star, and pontoons by Regency, Sun Tracker, and Ranger. Stop by our newly remodeled showroom on West Main in Kalamazoo, or visit us online.
So hey, last stop of the Upper Peninsula today is the Central UP, and we're going to kind of say Mike Coziera from Coziera's Guide Service from Marquette Adventures has been whacking fish. Really, really awesome fishing going on right now. He had to deal a little bit with that storm, but once the storm passed and he's able to get back out on the ice, you're going to see a whole bunch of pictures coming across. If you follow Mike, we're going to put a link up there for his guide service up on this post, and you can follow him and his adventures. He's got a whole gang of guys, and they kind of form this kind of like this massive little guide club, if you will, where they got 4 or 5 guys work in different areas and different lakes. It's a very cool situation. You get a hold of Mike. Mike sets you up with one of the guys based on what you want to do, whether it's inland lake pike or bluegill and crappie. He can also set you up with guys that'll take you inland lake trout fishing. And of course, he's got the big late January, February bite that goes on right on Lake Superior for silverfish and eel pout. So that's a really, really fun bite that happens a little bit later in the season. We'll let you know when that ice is safe, and Mike is taking guys out on that. But again, Marquette Adventures Guide Service, tons of great fishing going on, tons of ice up in the Central Upper Peninsula, and there's a really good bite going on South and Big Manistee Lake right now in Curtis as well. Traditional fishing methods, early ice, shallow first breaks, tip-ups, and jigging rods. Get out there, make your reservations, call up these guides, get on their lists, and get out there and have a good time.
Linwood Beach Marina and Campground is Saginaw Bay's premier fishing destination. Linwood Beach is a full sales and service dealer for Tracker boats, Angler Quest fishing pontoons, Polarcraft multi-species boats, and Mercury and Mercruiser engines. Linwood Beach offers a full-service marina and campground with seasonal and short-stay opportunities. Linwood Beach Marina and Campground. Your fishing adventure starts here.
So hey guys, just to end the day again, we're here at DNR Sports Center in Kalamazoo on West Main, and they are loaded up. If you're looking for anything in your arsenal for ice fishing, one thing I've noticed, they've got a whole bunch of really good electronics units all around me. They've got the Garmin Panoptics behind me, out in front of me here, a whole rack of them, and very rarely do you see an actual selection of Garmin Panoptics ice bundles. It looks like they've got 10 or 12 of them here. So get on out and get those. They've got all of the greatest Ion and the Strike Master electric ice augers. They've got all of the other types of electronics, whether it is the Markhams or the, I'm not familiar with these digital flashers anymore, but they've got tons of them here on this rack. And of course, behind me, just rows and rows and rows of ice rods, baits, all the best tungstens in the best colors from the best manufacturers. And if you can't get out here to DNR Sports Center, remember, VanDamWarehouse.com. VanDamWarehouse.com is basically DNR Sports on wheels, right on your laptop, right on your phone. You can place an order, free shipping of orders over $50, and everything they have here in the store, along with lots of other stuff they've got on Van Dam Warehouse. You can order it. I just saw a guy go by me with a little thing, and he had a little sheet of paper, and he was doing a pick order for Van Dam Warehouse. So if you're snowed in or you don't feel like making the drive and you just want to grab some stuff off Van Dam Warehouse, then do that, VanDamWarehouse.com. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow on Fisherman's Digest. More ice reports coming for the Lower Peninsula.